Hi, welcome to another Papetti Math YouTube video tutorial where I'm going to be teaching you, yes, you, Algebra 1. And in this lesson, we're going to finish up our look at two-way frequency tables. And in exercise number 5, we are looking at a survey of 300 high school students that was taken to determine if there's a correlation between the grade a student is in and whether he or she rides the bus to school each morning. So we have a table, we have 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders for this high school, and we have those that ride the bus and those that do not ride the bus. The question that we are going to be answering is what percent to the nearest 10th each time of each grade level ride the bus each morning. So we're not really concerned about who does not ride the bus. We're only going to look at the ones that ride the bus, and we are going to look at what percent of each grade level ride the bus. So we're going to do 64, and we're going to divide that number by the total number of ninth graders that were surveyed, which is going to be 64, and also these 20 that did not ride the bus. So that would be 64 plus 20 in our denominator, 64 plus 20. We're going to do that same thing over here. We're going to do 48 over 48 plus 27. We're going to do 34 of the 34 11th graders ride the bus out of how many total surveyed? 34 plus 32. And finally, we're going to do 12th graders are 20, but how many total 12th graders were surveyed? 20 plus 55. So we have our start here. So we're going to have 64, starting with the 9th graders up here. And then it says 64 plus 20, so that's going to be 64 out of 84. So that's going to give us a percent of, and we want to remember to round to the nearest 10th. That's going to be 76.2%. 76.2% of ninth graders ride bus. Okay, let's see if there's a pattern. We will now go to our 10th graders, and we have a 48 plus 27, so we have a total of 48 plus 27. That would give us a total of 75. So we're going to be doing 48 out of 75 total 10th graders. So as a percent rounded to the nearest 10th, we're going to have, just a nice even 64% of 10th graders ride the bus. And now we're going to go to our 11th graders, where we have 34 out of 34 plus 32. That's going to give us 66. 34 out of 66 would give us a percent of 51.5%. And that would be of 11th graders ride the bus. And finally, we have our 12th graders. So we have 20 out of how many were surveyed? 75. And we want that as a percent rounded to the nearest 10th. So 20 divided by 75 is going to give you roughly 26.7% of 12th graders or seniors ride the bus. So based on this information that we're looking at now, you might not have seen 64, 48, 34, 20. Yes, the number's decreasing, but again, we don't know our total numbers. So this might have been 20 out of, and then 0 people. Let's do that. Let's change this one right here. Let's change this 55 to a 0. Now, how would that have changed our answer? Well, this would have been 20 out of 20 plus 0, so this would have been 100% of 12th graders ride the bus, because this would have been a 0. So although the numbers are decreasing, 64, 48, 34, and 20, We can't say that the number of seniors or the number of students that ride the bus decreases as they get older. We can't say that safely because we need to know our percent of the total number surveyed. In this case, it happened to work out. Yes. In this case, it happened to be these numbers were decreasing, and so were the percents of students. But again, if the number of seniors or 12th graders surveyed was 20, and all 20 of them rode the bus, you'd have a lot more percentage-wise of seniors than any other grade riding the bus. So we can't go by the numbers, we have to go by the percents. And if we look at these percents, we do see that we have 76% down to 64%, then 51%, then 26%. So that seems to be normal too, because as you get older, you might have friends that have cars, or you might have a car, and you might drive to school instead of ride the bus. All right. So if this video was helpful in helping you with two-way frequency tables, give the video a thumbs up below to let me know that I'm doing an all right job helping you out with two-way frequency tables and Algebra 1. Now, you're ready for Lesson 4 in our chapter on statistics.